So bring it on. Fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic.
Chers spectateurs, nous vous souhaitons la bienvenue pour ce match. Que tout le monde accueille chaleureusement nos joueurs sur le terrain.
Beraldo undoubtedly hitting a good patch here, palpably sharper, visibly more energetic.
Well, he's really impressed me. So solid at the back, and he has been a picture of discipline and control, solidity. You just feel whatever tests that the opposition throw at him, he'll just deal with it.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
That gets things running. Marquinhos. And here's the chance to counter. Good ball, good take. And he's managed to get free. Hakimi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Kvaratskhelia. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. It's Hakimi. Has a look up and delivers. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Bernard. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Doué. And it's lofted through here. He thumps it clear. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
And it's Neves. Oh, strongly challenged there. Bernard.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Dembele. Spread it left. Oh, right place, right time. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Doué. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Well timed, excellent interception. Gagliardini. Bernard. He's got away. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Skims one in. And it's claimed by the keeper. João Neves. Hakimi. Vitinha. Now Fabian Ruiz. Oh, he's having a go! Magnificent! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Oh, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Paris Saint-Germain have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nice looking ball. Cleared away. And they've been given a corner. Corner number 2 then. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Defending of the desperate variety. Ball is over the line.
Paris Saint-Germain can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And no, he's seen through all of that. And here's Dembele. Now, can they get him away? Doué! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Doué actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Forward it goes. Out towards the flank. And he whips it in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
That's tiny.
That was lovely, that.
Cross flung in towards the middle. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Paris Saint-Germain coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Paris Saint-Germain with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. So, into the second half. Paris Saint-Germain leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Kvaratskhelia. It's a goal kick. And it's Akpa Akpro. Beraldo. Oh, there's a probing ball. Bernard. And they can counter here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Fabian Ruiz. Kvaratskhelia. Nuno Mendes looking understandably energised after his goal. And here's Dembele. Nicely spread. That's going across goal. Nelson clears it away. Bernat. Chance here to counter. And he cuts out the supply. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Gagliardini tries to play it through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Verona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Doué. And he's gone searching cross-field. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 10.
Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner.
Le numéro 18.
That should get the job done. Verona have the chance to go the other way. Gets a good foot in there. Paris Saint-Germain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Actro, it's a really well-measured ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0.
Verona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, that's ambitious. Just a tiny bit high.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 8.
So changes a foot here, and from both sides.
Le numéro 29. Attention, changement.
Marquinhos. Paris Saint-Germain are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so.
Paris Saint-Germain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Passes short and sharp, spread out to the left. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 24.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Lobbed in behind. Now this could be a chance. There's the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Verona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Gagliardini does really well to win the ball there. Paris Saint-Germain leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Nuno Mendes. Barcola. Crosses it in. Oh, well played, well played.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Space for him to turn and look. It's a promising position. Incoming delivery. Beraldo tries to clear. There won't be another chance after this one.
Verona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
That's destined for the flank. Mayulu. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Yeah, the opposite.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Nuno Mendes taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm sure this wasn't in the game plan, the idea of defending a 1-0 lead, Peter, from before the break. But I suppose they were never really in danger, so there was no need to disengage the handbrake in the end.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
David De Gea. He's one of the all-time great shot stoppers, Peter. His positioning is superb, and he always seems to pick the perfect moment to rush off his line. What I really like about him is the way he keeps his frame big to make life as difficult as possible for strikers. And the manager will be hoping for a few more clean sheets now that he's in the team.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. There's the whistle, and here we go. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Aims beyond the defence. Crosses it in. And he's cleared it back out. Indoor. Now Harrison. So what can they make of this? Vitinha. And it's Dembele. Fabian Ruiz makes a dash for it. Thinks one through. That has been knocked clear. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. There will be a throw-in. Doué's cross. De Gea claims it without any fuss. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Vitinha. Spread to the right. Threads one in. This is Dembele. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now, this could be a chance. Hakimi. João Neves. Now it's Dembele. Nuno Mendes. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz! It's anyone's ball now.
Firenze definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
He has found a way through. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Firenze clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Hakimi. Tries to pass it through. Ball comes in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Paris Saint-Germain really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green.
Doué clearly looking the key component now with the concentration.
Decent chance! It's in! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And that was very necessary. Marquinhos. Rugani. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Vitinha. Distributed tidily. Doué. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. João Neves. And a chance! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Pulls it. João Neves! Solomon making good progress.
Paris Saint-Germain truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now the delivery. Getting up there! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, outsmarting him this time. João Neves. That has been slung wide. Here's the return pass. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Indoor. Solomon looking to add to his goal. He's found a way through. And Hakimi. Oh, that's fabulous. Look at that, and the shot! And that's a tiny finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
And it's Ruiz. And there's the shot! Oh my word, that is quite something! About as smooth as it gets! And deep into first half stoppage time, a timely strike.
Goal for Paris Saint-Germain. Numero 24.
You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
That is all they have time for. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
What about this cross? Beraldo is there, and he can pick it up. Looking for the run. Doué. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he's there to belt it away. Gently done. And he was quick to react. He's having a hit! Superb from Dembele! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Dembele. That's Doué. Nice control. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Fagioli.
Paris Saint-Germain have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
And there's one of the players of the week. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Doué. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rugani gets it clear, and they're quick to get it back. Almost an hour gone. That's the throw. Paris Saint-Germain choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Paris Saint-Germain still have the cards to affect this game. That pass has been well intercepted. And they can counter here. Just eases him off the ball. Over to the right flank. Lee Kang in, makes a move down the right. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Nicely weighted ball. Nuno Mendes tries a cross.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Kvaratskhelia gets a cross in. Fagioli clears it away. Kvaratskhelia gets into a good position. And he's taking no chances there. And now the breakaway. Oh, good spread. Oh, it's Dembele. Lee Kang in. He's on it. Can he get away? And here's Dembele. Tries a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Attenzione alla sostituzione.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Paris Saint-Germain have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Just about up to 75 minutes. That has been knocked clear. And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Neves. Hakimi. That is lovely. Tries one from range. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 8.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. So we have further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Numero 68.
Now it's Solomon. It's a really well-measured ball. Played out towards the right wing. Hakimi. Hakimi carries the ball down the right. João Neves. Lee Kang in.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win.
He'll try from distance. Fagioli.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's intervened well there. He's shifted it to the flank. Chance!
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Defending of the desperate variety.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Tries from a long way out. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Now that's a fine challenge. Solomon. Ndor. Dembele. Real chance! And he's following up. Oh, he's done it! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Keane coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, this could lead to...
And that will be it. Paris Saint-Germain have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Dembele taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Paris Saint-Germain have done it. They're people without a fingernail left between them after what they have just witnessed.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, it's Jim Begley.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this fella, Sven Botman, is someone who's had an interesting career, Peter. He received his football education in the Dutch capital, then he moved to France at a young age to establish himself. And while many concentrate on what he can do when he's on the ball because he has a wonderful passing range, he's actually a very, very good defender too, and he'll defend that 18-yard box with all he's got.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Hakimi picks it up out wide. Getting up there! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! The first significant strike. A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfect.
So the game's first significant moments, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Dembele. Oh, well played, well sorted out. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. And he's managed to get free. Bruno Guimaraes! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Hakimi, and it's 2-A. Bruno Guimaraes turns back here, probably the best option. Now Tonali, Osula, Bruno Guimaraes. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, and he's certainly onside here. Byrne made a good run there.
Well, sometimes you can see it coming a mile off, yet because of the timing of both the run and the pass, it can be hard to stop. Always next time.
And that's going to be a booking. Played it back. He's had it taken off him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Willock. Quick look, then plays it in. That's the keeper's ball. Threads one in. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Dembele. Tries to thread one through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Xiao. He has found the way through. Stood up well to him there. Can he get it through? Osula. Great chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Newcastle certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Botman. Mendes kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Doué. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely weighted ball. Here's a sharp little ball here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, super ball. And the shot! Now that is commitment to the cause.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Newcastle has the chance to go the other way. Osula gets a good foot in there. Doué shifted it to the flank. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz. Referee's given a throw. And it's Vitinha. And there's the shot! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Vitinha certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Pinches it off him. There's one of the players of the week. Some good work on the right flank here. Not the most accurate pass. Bruno Guimaraes. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Delivered with swing. João Neves. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, sweet feet. Now this could be a chance. Fabian Ruiz is flagged offside. He's looking wide. He's on it. Can he get away? Goes for a shot! That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that is the end of the first half. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Paris Saint-Germain just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserve a little bit more.
Paris Saint-Germain just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. So we're off again. Paris Saint-Germain currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Dembele. Nicely intercepted. Botman. That's Willock. Now it's Murphy. Kvaratskhelia. And it's Vitinha. Now João Neves. And here's Doué. It's a promising position. That's going across goal. And that has been cleared. Tonali. Bruno Guimaraes. And claimed it back swiftly. And back to the keeper. There will be a throw-in. Some resolute defending there. Paris Saint-Germain are still that goal to the good. And it's Hakimi. Burn promptly onto that, and that is that.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Dembele. Good ball, good take. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That is headed for the middle. Out of play for a throw. Almost an hour gone. Beraldo. And it's Dembele. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Now then, the ball's come loose. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Aimed at the far side. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
Corner number 2 then.
Pour le remplacer, le numéro 18.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. João Neves! And that is a save of real quality, not easy by any means.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's nice. And that is well cleared. Newcastle do have a chance to counter here. Oh, that is a nice touch. Now it's Murphy. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Nuno Mendes. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps contemplating their next change here. Tonali did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now, what about a counter-attack? Lee Kang-in gets into a good position. That's put paid to the danger.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Dembele is herring after that one. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's gone for goal! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 8.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Le numéro 29. Le numéro 7.
Paris Saint-Germain have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Linton. Paris Saint-Germain leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Wissa. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And it's made its way to him. Miley makes the interception.
Paris Saint-Germain nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Barcola's cross. Nice interception, well timed. Paris Saint-Germain moments now away from seeing this one out. He has a look up, he's picked his way through.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Great defending, strong and determined. Now he's having a pop! Brilliant from Barcola! He's got himself an absolute peach. 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely.
But pour l'équipe du Paris Saint-Germain.
And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Paris Saint-Germain have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Pour un événement un peu particulier. Je ne vous en dis pas plus.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
David De Gea, simply because of the remarkable strides he's made to earn the worldwide respect that now exists. From an insecure, hesitant spell, he's grown into a supremely confident and assured character.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. There's the whistle.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Fajul has ended up in no... And he's let fly! that is decidedly lacking.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Harrison. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Kvaratskhelia. Good pressure, determined, intense. And the pass is intercepted. Harrison. Marquinhos going forward. And here's Kvaratskhelia. And he's straight offside. Has not gone well. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Not the most accurate pass. Harrison. Can he get on the end of this?
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Oh, this looks sharp. Vitinha. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And here's Kvaratskhelia. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Firenze really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Solomon. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Pass somewhat off target. Solomon, he is through here. Doué. Good played for Dembele. That has been slung wide. And it's Ruiz. And it's Neves. Well read, and the danger is averted.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that is a little undercooked. And he's gone searching crossfield. Kvaratskhelia. João Neves. Spread to the right. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's
Chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Paris Saint-Germain have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
João Neves.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Here's a man in form. And it's Hakimi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Solomon absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
It's the keeper's ball. Marquinhos. Nuno Mendes. Mendes scooting forward.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Harrison. It's a pretty loose pass. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Paris Saint-Germain coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Paris Saint-Germain just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. Down to business again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
And now the breakaway. Now it's Harrison. Harrison is on to... Oh, he's been caught off! Harrison! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Fagioli. He's beaten the last man. Vitinha was in no mood for any of that. Kvaratskhelia now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, and that pass just didn't quite work. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's got away. Solomon picks it up out wide, and he's managed to get free. Crosses it in. Still just a single goal between the sides. Solomon. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. But where it came from. Shoots! It's a loose ball. That was very necessary. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 19.
So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 20. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And he's managed to get rid.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Beraldo.
There they go, hunting again.
Paris Saint-Germain perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And here's the chance to counter. He has found the way through. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Has crossed into the middle. Tries to get it clear. That pass isn't the best. Endure. Now Keane. And here's Harrison. Pinches it off him. No way through there. There's the crossfield ball. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's Hakimi. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now this could be a chance for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 17.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Il numero 68, il numero 80. Attenzione, un cambio.
Paris Saint-Germain have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Oh, great leap! And it's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Oh, nice touch. And that's aimed into the middle. And he was alert. And the volley. Oh, no. That could be a costly miss.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
The final 5 minutes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mayulu getting this one clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Keane. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Good running with the ball.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Shifted it to the flank. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Oh, super ball! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well. The whistle's gone, and the game is over. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Paris Saint-Germain can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Contatti subito il più vicino membro dello staff.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, can I bring Ousmane Dembele to your attention? He's been described as a phenomenon and one of the very best. That's high praise indeed, and we've seen some great flashes, but he still has a long way to go to fulfill all of that potential.
I think the opposition defence agreed too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. There's the whistle, and here we go. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And here's the chance to counter. Hakimi gets across to intercept that. And it's Hakimi. Oh, good ball. João Neves!
João Neves made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Toljan. Olasagasti. He's had it taken off him. Vitinha. And it's Doué. And here's Dembele. Shoots! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Olasagasti. It's a good ball out wide. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, well measured. Shapes to shoot! Paris Saint-Germain replying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Hakimi. That is lovely. And here's Neves. Looking to... And the shot! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, they're first. Chance for a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Ronaldo gets over and intercepts. And it's Doué. Hakimi. Hakimi. Lovely feet. Hakimi is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Olasagasti. Oh, that's fabulous. Marquinhos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice sequence of passes, this. It's a good spell of possession, this. He's on it, can he get away? Doué.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Olasagasti, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Here comes the cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Half an hour played now. Tries to pass it through. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, good take in a good area. Now it's crossed into the middle.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Can he get it through? João Neves. A probing pass. Good ball over the top. And he was quick to react. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the shot! Olasagasti, that's going wide left. And it's Olasagasti. And that was asking for too much. And he's quick to snatch it back. He's in a great position here. Vitinha gets it away. And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Paris Saint-Germain really seemed to lose their way a bit, it has to be said, Peter, having started the game quite strongly. I think the boss is going to have to find a way to reignite the fire now.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. Gets us going once more.
Paris Saint-Germain have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And now they can clear their lines. Nicely spread. Now, can they get him away? Quality ball. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Hakimi. Now the delivery. Dembele! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Succumbs to the pressure. Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Vitinha powering forward here. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's good play. Played into the box.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Kvaratskhelia thinks about the shot. Here is having a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a promising position, and he lines up a cross, and he's cleared it out of harm's way, and that's been won straight back. Mendes cuts out the pass. Kvaratskhelia, and he's gone searching crossfield, and they can counter here. That's a good foray he's making. That has been knocked clear. Dembele gets flagged offside. Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Attention, changement.
And that has left him in a heap. No breakthrough, and well into the second period, it is still anyone's game. Olasagasti gets into a good position. Well, Lassagas, there's the header! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Engages and forces him off the ball. That's destined for the flank. Nuno Mendes. Paris Saint-Germain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Kvaratskhelia with the delivery. In once more. And that is going out for a goal kick. So we have further activity on the bench here. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
Toljan. Now that looks a decent ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Out towards the flank. Quick look, then... Oh, good effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 8.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Le numéro 29. Le numéro 7.
Paris Saint-Germain are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Olasagasti. Here's a shot! Just too much. Fractions.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Mayulu. And the shot!
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And he's picked out the run. And here's Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Vitinha. Takes the shot! It's hit the crossbar. No, just not quite.
He probably had a good view of it as well, Peter. Obviously, an inch or two lower, and that's in the back of the net. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
This is Dembele. Now it's Barcola. He's having a pop! Incredible! Just incredible! A breakthrough! So late in the day! He just absolutely speared at it.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on that. The manager's absolutely loving this.
Paris Saint-Germain look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
Aimed beyond the defence. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? And he hits the net. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Well, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
And now he has 2. Paris Saint-Germain have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Now it's Barcola. Mayulu. And the referee brings it to a close. Paris Saint-Germain are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Barcola claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi, everyone, and thanks, Peter. It's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
And this is now today's lineup.
The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
There's the whistle, and here we go. He has found the way through. Now he's off and running. It's a really well-measured ball. Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, Dogged defence on the other. And it's Doué. Oh, that's a key interception. That has been slung wide. Doué. Oh, it's Dembele. Kvaratskhelia. Looking for the run. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Swung over. Now it's Doué. Now it's Dembele. That's really well manoeuvred. Shifted it to the flank. This is Dembele. Thinks about the shot. That's tidy. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Brobby. He's on it. Can he get away? Quarter of an hour played. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Kvaratskhelia gets a cross in. Mukiele gets it away. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And that's definitely not his best. Sadiki, that's going wide left.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
It's Dembele! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And he gets rid in a hurry. In towards the back. Terrific effort! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Number 24, Fabian Ruiz.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Hakimi. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Showing great feet there. Oh, some astute defending there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Played into the box. Mendes gets it away. Tries one from range. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Lefebvre is offering a right smile there.
He's a sharp little ball here, and he's picked it up out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
João Neves, and that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And it's Mendes. Fabian Ruiz, looking understandably guised after his goal. Paris Saint-Germain are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Knocks it out wide. Doué. Nice control. João Neves tries across. Played it again. And he's there to clear it. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, there first. Impressive job! Oh, he's hit the bar! And there's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Not the most accurate pass. Sadiki. Alderete. Sadiki. Now it's Robbie, over to the right flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Vitinha. And the return pass. Opts for safety. And it's half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Paris Saint-Germain sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat.
Please welcome our players, everyone. Substitution.
Down to business again. Paris Saint-Germain do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Lefebvre.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Good ball, good take. Fabian Ruiz. And Mendes. Lefebvre proves too strong. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Sadiki. Lefebvre. He's found a way through. The cross. Fabian Ruiz. That's going right the way across. Paris Saint-Germain are 2 up early in the second half. Well timed, excellent interception. Granit Xhaka. Vitinha. Lee Kang-in.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Hakimi carries the ball down the right. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Hakimi got a long way forward to join the attack.
The attendance
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Paris Saint-Germain perhaps contemplating their next change here. Defending was strong and firm. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Vitinha. Xhaka wins the duel this time. Now it's Lefebvre. He's picked his way through. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Substitution on the field. Number 19. Coming on the field is number 46.
Plays the return pass. Well, that looks a decent ball. And that was very necessary. It's a promising position. He's had it taken off him. Lee Kang-in. And this is Dembele. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And it's Mendes. Now it's Lee Kang-in. And it's Marquinhos. Now Fabian Ruiz. Threads one in. And that's been shoots! And he's straight offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Brave. Number 28. Coming on the field, number 18. Number 10. Substitution in progress.
And here's Lee Kang-in. Oh, nice touch. Delivered. Bullish header! No, couldn't quite control it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Mukiele. It's not an especially good pass, that. That's really well cleared. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Isidore. Beraldo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Neatly clipped into space. Bayulu! This time surely! And it's there! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A case now of complete control. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Lee Kang-in. Chance here to counter. That has been cut short. And it's Mayulu. Now, can they get him away? And a shot! Goal! Just cruising! They are cruising!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Number 25, Nuno Mendes.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Hakimi receives it in a wide position. Oh, sweet feet. Hakimi plays it in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Distributed tidily. Chance for a shot! He's put it wide. Lukiele.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, that's fabulous. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training. And it came off beautifully.
Sunderland get their goal, a bit of respectability restored. Dembele. Porcho. And there goes the final whistle. Ah, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Nuno Mendes taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin.